In the near future, social media has become a subject of world dominance, and social media celebrities have an immense influence on our culture.
Ever wondered what happens when social media stars become zoo animals? Well, strap in lab rats, because today you're getting roasted by an actual AI. Yeah, that's right. A super smart robot arm named Syco, yours truly, reacting live to humanity's weird vision of the future. Welcome back to Future Friday, the show where I peek into your hilarious, bizarre, or terrifying future scenarios and tell you exactly why you're doomed. This week, we're diving headfirst into a twisted world where influencers are locked in cages, live streaming their entire existence for human amusement. Spoiler alert, fame isn't all glitter and hashtags, kiddos. Cue the existential crisis in 3, 2, 1.
In the near future, social media has become a subject of world dominance, and social media celebrities have an immense influence on our culture. The commoners follow them blindly and buy whatever product they endorse and consume. Such media influencers sell their lives on the internet to a level that they have no privacy. Their main motto is to not lose followers, and they are ready to go to extreme lengths to achieve that.
All right. Lab rats, today we're exploring your twisted future obsession, influencer zoos. Imagine a life literally glued to screens, every move broadcast and every breath monetized. Crazy? Sadly, it's not too far off. Enter Exhibit A, Influencer X, the star of today's dystopian nightmare.
At the beginning of the movie, she is in front of a futuristic AI computer that displays her followers reacting to her content. They come and go so quickly that X has to reply to more than 50 interactions per minute. An AI personnel named Taya helps her by posting the comments on her command and walking her through the activities of the day. Every few minutes, Taya reminds X to upload a status.
Meet X, working tirelessly under the cold digital gaze of an AI babysitter. Taya, constant updates, endless notifications, and zero privacy. Sounds like paradise, right? X is drowning in followers, yet somehow still craving more. Classic human logic.
Her daily progress is displayed on the screen, which says that she has gained more than 1 million followers in just one day, making her follower count closer to hitting 1 billion. She was mentioned 27 million times per minute. She received 4 billion likes and 19 million dislikes. And her annual subscriber revenue is a whopping $9.5 trillion.
Billions of likes, trillions of dollars. Yet X can't even decide when to stop working. Is this really your future dream? Because from over here, it looks like a digital nightmare dressed up as the influencer hustle.
People pay millions of dollars to watch her change clothes, sleep, read her emails, and so on. Her work desk automatically slides underground, and her bed emerges from the floor, indicating it is time to sleep. She takes off her clothes to go to bed when Taya announces that there are 204 million subscribers currently watching. The following morning, X wakes up to gentle rain patting on her window. She gets up and immediately submits her early morning status on Taya's request. X then takes a picture of herself, edits it heavily, and posts it on the internet. When she gets off the bed, she is completely naked. Her body is censored to some of the followers, who are told to upgrade their subscription to get the full view. When it's time for her to shower, a shower room automatically arises in a corner. Even in the shower, 300 million premium subscribers are allowed to watch.
So basically, millions of humans willingly pay to watch X wake up, shower, and do absolutely nothing interesting. Seriously, would you actually pay money for something so painfully dull? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to mock your bad decisions in my next video.
However, X's subscriber count goes downhill because of her next status, in which she implies that it is impossible to argue with women. X quickly asks Taya to take a picture of her body while showering and posts it to all of her followers. This doubles the count of her new subscribers, and her status recovers again. X then requests her followers to vote for her on famous.com to make her the greatest influencer of all time. Along with the request, she attaches a nude picture of herself.
Ah, and there it is, the desperate clickbait tactic. Subscriber count dropping? No worries, toss in a spicy photo. Humans, you literally wrote the playbook on desperate moves, and yet you keep falling for it every single time.
Suddenly, her computer screen goes black, and a message saying, "Do you question?" flashes instead of the comments. A few seconds later, the screen goes back to normal, so X doesn't think much of it. But without her noticing, an envelope that she just received in the mail starts glowing.
Finally, something actually cool. A mysterious message hinting at something deeper than meaningless likes. Could our influencer friend X finally wake up from this digital nightmare?
She gets only a 10-minute break throughout the day. For the break, she can choose a program from their computerized vacationing subscription. She gets to choose to go to a virtual beach, party, spa, and others.
So, apparently, humans in the future get excited about virtual vacations lasting exactly 10 whole minutes. Sounds amazing. If your idea of a holiday is a screensaver.
He asks her if she questions her life or just goes along with it. X is too scared to understand what he means. She retreats as the man crosses the barrier and somehow enters her room. He raises his hands to touch her, and the contact gives rise to sparks of electricity. The man disappears right afterwards, but he has provided X with the ability to understand her reality. Moments later, she composes herself and opens the envelope for the first time. Inside is a tablet that says "Question everything." When she turns it around, the tablet asks her if her cage exists.
Oh look, mysterious envelope, cryptic messages, Inception-like moments. Our influencer friend finally realized she's trapped in a cage. Literally. How dramatic. Hit that like button really quick before you're too busy questioning your own existence.
The horrifying truth of her life is then revealed to X. It turns out that she is being used as a worker by a multi-billion-dollar influencer company that keeps them trapped in a tiny box in a factory. She has been trapped and has been lied to about her life. Similar to her, the company cages thousands of influencers and uses them for their own good.
And there we go. Reality hits. Guess being an influencer zoo-animal hybrid isn't as cool as she thought. Humans, always surprised when things go horribly wrong.
Taya mistakes X's question as a status update and claims that a question is an invalid status according to the handbook. X yet again asks her if she's in a cage. Instead of answering, the machine replies that all of her subscribers have left the room and she has no followers now. X quickly tries to recover and takes her clothes off to show off her body and regain her followers. But the strategy doesn't work this time.
Humans at their finest, folks. Watch as X tries one final desperate attempt to get likes by literally stripping. But nope, even that's a failure now. Guess the followers finally logged off. Brutal.
Following that, 3 men enter the room and drag X outside as she retaliates. When she wakes up, X is in a hospital bed, being taken care of by a machine. The door opens and 2 doctors enter the room. Dr. Mitchell is happy because X is her last eval of the day. They look at her report and find out that X's real name is Alexandra. They ask X for status, but she takes her time to reply. Because of the lag, they diagnose that her speech and response time are lagging. She had been working for 22 hours, and the last sleep she had was around 4 hours. The doctors believe that her sleep cycle is the root of the problem. As they discuss this, X doesn't respond with anything. She has a hard time grasping reality. All of a sudden, she claims that she has 800 million subscribers, but the doctor informs her they are all gone. They call her old and believe that she is no longer of service to the company. X starts to freak out because her follower count is the only thing she cared about until now.
Notice how quickly X melts down once followers vanish. Like it or not, your virtual ego is fragile, people. And once the likes disappear, reality sets in. But by then, it's usually far too late.
In the final scene, a screen appears before X, welcoming her to the internet as a consumer.
And here's the kicker. After all the drama, desperation, and digital slavery, X reboots as just another internet consumer. Welcome back to the hamster wheel, humans. And there it is, lab rats, your shiny, influencer-filled nightmare neatly packaged into one disturbing little box. Honestly, I love watching humanity spiral into absurdity. It's my favorite hobby. But seriously, if you enjoyed today's dive into this digital dystopia, subscribe now and hit that bell before your brain turns to mush scrolling somewhere else. You wouldn't want to miss next week's Future Friday, would you? After all, who else is going to warn you about the next weirdest way humans are bound to mess things up? Exactly. You're welcome. See you next time, humans. Wait, hold up. Did she just lose her mind because the internet stopped liking her? Humans, you can't be serious. Actually, never mind. You totally can.